Hi there, Cancer. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for April. Your role in life, whether it's as a thrusting person wanting to get ahead in your career, get your first step on the employment ladder, or someone who's older and thinking about how you can spend more time on your hobbies or with your grandchildren, your role in life is unique to you, and it comes under the astral spotlight at the start of this month. And if you're not feeling particularly happy, you could feel quite restless just as the new month begins. But how you express this to other people is going to be the key on the back of a quarter moon from the 3rd. The influence of this will last through to the 10th. And you need to be diplomatic, but I do feel that you could find yourself being much bolder in the way you come across as the Sun combines with Mars. Venus is there to give you a little bit more graciousness, but you have to include it in the way you approach things. But perhaps you feel that people have been taking you too much for granted, and it is time for you to be more outspoken. Now on the 10th there is a superb new moon, and if you do see a job that you really feel that you could do well at, the extra confidence that Mars is giving you in its collaboration with this new moon can be quite awesome. But again, it's going to be Venus which is the critical factor in cultivating the right relationship with the people you need to impress. Now Venus is going to be moving on the 15th into a much friendlier zone, but before that on the 14th Mercury moves signs too. But for the first 2 weeks of this month it is in a very inquisitive part of your horoscope, great for checking out facts, doing research, anything to do with higher education or travel are blessed. But then Mercury moves and it goes alongside Uranus once more, and if that restlessness that I spoke of before has not really affected you too much at the turn of the month, I think it certainly could do at the heart of the month. Particularly if you're in an environment where people make sudden demands on you, you could find yourself becoming quite resentful of that, but then it could be you who has a complete change of mind about what you want to do in your career or with your life in general. Now there is going to be a significant change as Venus makes a very sweet link with Neptune, and this can be lovely for your love life and great for planning a holiday. And this goes on from about the 19th through to the 21st. So good time for those things, but not so good from the 19th through to the end of the month in terms of its opposition to Saturn. Well, it starts off the process of Saturn being a big influence at the end of this month, because on the 20th the Sun and also Mars move into Taurus. Now this can be generally very good for you. It's going to refocus your situation on friendships, sociability, even your love life, and the things that really inspire you, the things that you feel very strongly about, your causes and hopes. Unfortunately, first it's Venus, but then it's Mars and the Sun are going to go opposite Saturn. And I have to say, if there are any weaknesses in any relationship or plan, or any social interaction, it could show itself in the last 10 days of this month in quite a stern way. You may encounter something that's not very nice, or someone who turns out to be not the person you thought, which could prove to be hugely disappointing. You may have to take this in your stride, but that's the platitude. The reality is it may not be very comfortable. But then again, perhaps you're going to think much more soberly about the type of people you want to spend time with. So it really is a case, as this month comes to a close, of thinking very carefully about your skills and talent and managing your time. And that means that maybe you're going to be a little bit more careful about who you give to. And unfortunately, there could be some losers in that process. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.